What's going on?
Nothing much. How are you today?
Good. How's it going? How's it going?
Well, just another day. Glad that I woke up though.
Pretty
Oh
much.
my god. So, hello everybody and welcome to the Commentary Zone Noontime Edition. And as you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up. Let me go and do ours now. Don't forget to, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. We would be ever so grateful. And hit the notification bell, tell a friend. You can also watch our simulcast on Twitch and Twitter if that's more convenient for you. Okay, on the docket today we have oof, My Big Fat Fabulous Life, Season 9, Episode 3, Will You Be My Surrogate? This was last week's episode. We know that we're a little late, but it is what it is. Hello, Montana. Welcome to the shenanigans. What'd you think overall of
Welcome.
the episode?
Yeah, this was a mess. I'm sorry. It just really was. I. Mm, mm. Do you want to start with the Frenchman, the date? Yeah, start there.
Wait, we're actually making the Frenchman a character?
I mean, like, we can't see him, but he's involved, so we gotta say something about him.
Hey, Susan. Hey, Black Lavender. Okay, yeah.
I mean, I was just. I want to say I get it. I really want to say I get it. But the problem I have with this is that you dressed yourself all up to do a virtual quote unquote date, and he took you to the Louvre,
Mm-hmm.
quote unquote, and you're excited. I just don't get the excitement. I'm sorry, I can't. But she was. When I say excited, she was just like too excited to be on this date, quote unquote.
Hey, Paranormal. Hey, Black Lavender.
If that makes sense. Like she was actually excited she was gonna meet she's meeting this person.
I can understand her excitement because she is a social person. And this is the closest that she's getting to socialization with someone who has potential in her head to be a romantic partner. I think that she builds up fantasy worlds in her head? Yes. Do I think that she takes things a little too far beyond reality? Yes. Do I think it has something to do with the show? Yes. Um, but she is a social person. And I'm more introverted, but because of my profession, I'm forced to be social. So for me as an introvert, I don't I don't see the big deal about this. But for someone who is an extrovert and going through everything that we've gone through for the past year and a half, this could be exciting to them. I will give her the benefit of the doubt on that. And then knowing, of course, how much she builds up, I don't want to say fantasies, but she adds 2 plus 2 and gets 64.
I mean, my thing is that like the way she's taking it way too seriously because she's really looking at this like this is a possibility. I mean, the man doesn't want to be filmed on camera, like you can't see his face. And then number two, when she asked him about like how he felt about big girls, when he said like that's not something he really goes out and looks for,
But
that should
he's
tell
not
you right there.
opposed to it. He said that
Uh,
he's
But
not opposed to it.
but the thing is, though, you like someone who wouldn't mind wouldn't need to say that. That's adding a disclaimer.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a disclaimer not in your favor.
Right. But
Because
he does
because
say things that he gives mixed signals. You have to
yes,
like he's a schmoozer.
yeah, he's trying to keep them lessons coming in. What are you talking about? Sorry.
Yeah, but that's kind of deceptive because she is building this up. Like for me, just seeing the clips on the television and what he says, I would be very skeptical. But apparently they have a lot of other conversations throughout the day. They watch movies together. It's kind of weird because I don't even do that with my friends.
Correct.
She's just so different from how she views things is just so different from the way how I view things. I'm more of a realist, and I'm very skeptical of people that I don't know. Whereas she's almost like a Pollyanna. She just takes everything at face values and then adds layer upon layer on top of it. And I don't understand that way of thinking.
Me neither. It's just I don't like seeing people getting their hopes up in these situations. Like the way she's building this in her head is far ahead than what he's building.
Hey, Katie.
You know what I mean? Like,
but
she's
you
building it
have
so
to
far.
admit that he is sending mixed signals.
But this,
and it's beyond flirting to keep the tutor paycheck coming in. It really is, because if he is having all of those other calls with her, is she also being billed for those? That's something I have to question. And also, I don't know the answer to it. If he is billing her for watching movies, then yes, he is milking her for every cent that she can get. But if they are watching movies together as friends off the clock and getting to know each other, and of course talking and going to deeper levels in their conversations, then it is
But do we really believe that he's not talking to any other women?
Well, that's a whole nother subject.
I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. For me, I feel like he's just a paid interest for the show, and that's pretty much where it lays.
So
sorry.
Wait, and Montana was wondering the same. Montana, were you also wondering about whether he's on the clock for when they watch movies and all these other supposed conversations throughout the day where they're getting to know each other?
Like, they're speaking French, yes.
She can't speak French.
Well, if he's trying to teach her, like, oh, well, they're saying this, they're saying that. I bet you the movies are in French and he's billing them for those hours.
Honestly, he is the worst French teacher ever if she is the end result. Sorry. Like, Babs no more. I don't know. It's just beyond weird. But I did like, and then I can't remember this, but did he call this trip to the Louvre a date, or was she the only one saying it was a date? Because if he said it was a date, then
from what I understand, it was her. From what I recall, she was the one like, oh, we have this date, blah blah blah, yada.
I feel she was on the clock for that, because quite frankly, that could be part of the French lessons.
Yeah, because she said she's always wanted to go.
No, it's not that. Like, you can like do like research French history at the Louvre and like incorporate speaking French with that. That could have been a he didn't even go in. Was the Louvre even open? Like, it's wandering around outside aimlessly is not going to the Louvre. Sorry. Yeah. Like, I can do that on Google.
Exactly. And they got virtual. They have a virtual tour too, so I'm sure.
Well, shoot, we could go look up that Beyonce and Jay-Z video, Ape Shit, and see the Louvre there too. Like, come on now. And exactly. Montana, yes, her desperation sweats out of her pores. This is perfect.
Exactly.
The editing on this leaves me with so many different questions that I don't think this show is worth my brain cells. I'm just saying, this show just leaves me very aggravated, and I don't have it in me anymore. God. Okay, so who's the next person we gonna talk about?
We gotta talk about Babs and her falling. The Hunter finally told Whitney that she fell. Oof.
I was crying when she went to the chiropractor. Like that was painful for me. Like I was feeling everything. Like I don't want nothing to ever happen to Babs and Glenn. I swear. They're the only reason why I'm holding out on this show. And for once I'm agreeing with Whitney. They need to renovate the downstairs master bedroom bathroom if that's the only objection, and have them move downstairs.
Yeah.
When she said both of them have fallen down the stairs, I was like, oh, hell no. I would be putting up like gates. Like that bathroom would have been renovated.
Yeah. It shouldn't be. It really shouldn't have been an option.
And it wouldn't have
Yeah.
been no more like tub or nothing like that. It would have been only a shower with all of the railings. Like, yeah, I don't know. Just cannot get into the show too much. Woes me. Okay, so Trey says, after multiple attempts, I just cannot get into this show. Too much woes me for my taste. Yes. Oh, I feel bad for Babs. Okay, I feel bad for Babs, but a chiropractor, no x-rays. Right, so wait. He didn't do x-rays at all? He just went in and did the adjustments? I've never been to a chiropractor, y'all.
Me
I've
neither.
only been to like an acupuncturist. Um, but yeah, I heard a crack and I all but fell out the bed. Honestly, I'm scared to go to a chiropractor. Like, what if they like, I don't know, hurt me?
Do something wrong.
Well, all of that cracking, it's really loud, and I fear like something is broken. I don't know where that cracking is coming from, and I know it's probably my bones. Something could be broken. Susan's saying, "Oh, because she did it from a fall, right?" Well, the
Right.
last instance was from a fall, but they said that she had a previous back pain, and that fall could have aggravated it. Like, again, editing. I'm hoping that they did all of the steps prior to doing
Right.
the adjustment. I've never been, so I just didn't know. What does a chiropractor do? It realigns your well, the people that I've known that have gone to them have always said something like getting my spine realigned or something
Yeah.
like that.
Mhm.
I don't know if they align any other bones. But yeah, it's always been like neck and back and cracking the neck part. Yeah, it all sounds painful and scary to me. Um, I thought they did do x-rays before. They did? Oh, thank goodness. Okay, Montana. Okay. I know that they have to edit all of their footage down to get into a 1 hour show. I'm hoping that all of the right procedures were done for Babs because I want her to feel better and enjoy her life with Glenn. Pain free. Um, what else happened with Babs?
I think that was it for her.
Mm-hmm.
Did we see anything else with her? I don't think so.
No, no. It was just Hunter ratting her out to Whitney, and then the two of them took her to the doctor, which I really
Gotcha.
liked.
Yeah. I always enjoy her family though.
Mm-hmm. Who's next?
Let's see. There wasn't nobody in this one, right?
Um, a little bit with Heather at the end, but
Yeah,
that's
that was
with
nothing.
Whitney. Yeah.
Right. I'm trying to think who else is there. I think the biggest part was the whole Heather situation.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, do we want to talk about at the gym with her, Jessica,
Oh
and
yes, yes,
and
yes.
Will?
Yes, that's very important because I like the fact that she was asking questions. I do appreciate that, and she was letting him know like where her fears lie. And I'm like, okay, I get this is what you really want to do, and he just told her the truth, which
Mm-hmm.
I appreciated. Basically he's telling her it's gonna be some work, and he recognizes that she's not the best at finishing things she starts.
Okay, so Montana says chiropractors are not painful and very helpful. My back/hip used to go out all the time. Okay. See, that's what my friends say when they go and they get their neck and their backs done. Like it's instant relief, you know? But I'm still scared. I just have to work up to it because I was scared of acupuncture too, but I had to wind up doing that. So this is good information, Montana. Thank you. Um, Okay. I agree with Jessica when Jessica says that Whitney goes into everything with a negative attitude.
Mhm.
Um, and you can't, I guess you can't do that when you're lifting weights. You have to like be positive about it, or you could get hurt or something. I don't know. But yeah, that negativity is also very draining for me personally.
Mhm.
Um, I prefer to, think positively and then speak it into existence.
Right.
So it's just a different way of thinking that she has that I don't share. Her conversation with Will. So she's taking this exam for her certification for a personal trainer. I'm glad she's taking it seriously. And the more that she speaks on her reasoning why she wants to do it, I kind of get. Um, there are a lot of fluffy people out there, myself included, who will not go to a personal trainer because I don't think that I can do that. Like, do I want to look like you? No. I want someone to understand my limitations from my messed up shoulder to lower back pains to a wrist that my left wrist is weaker than my right wrist. Like I want someone who can understand that and realize that I am a fluffy person and I'm not going to go in there and bench press 280 or do 100 squats or even do one burpee without you having to call 911.
It's
Yeah.
just so funny. It's so funny. People still have those fears. It's very, very weird because um that's not the way it works at all. That's just in a lot of people's heads. And from experience, I can say that working in the gym
Oh.
for 20 years and also having a trainer. Like if you are honest with your trainer and
Mhm.
like know exactly what your goals are and what your issues are,
Mhm.
and find the right trainer for you and be honest. Like when someone's trying to match you with a trainer, you have to tell the person who's trying to find you a trainer exactly what's wrong with it. You can't leave anything out.
Mhm.
Otherwise, it throws off the process. Because when clients leave things out and they get matched with the wrong trainer, they'll be like, "Oh, well, I can't do that. This doesn't work because of this." Like, well, you didn't say that at the beginning. Otherwise, we wouldn't match you with that particular person. That's not going to work for
Oh,
you.
I had a trainer once, and he was a very nice chap. And I told him everything at the time. It was just my shoulder that was the issue, and I had come off of physical therapy, and then I had just done 3 sessions of acupuncture, and it had been like about 2 months. And I said, you know what, the shoulder is still feeling good. Let me get into this, and told him everything. And yet I just didn't click with him. He was very accommodating with my shoulder issue. I will get that. The training was great, but I didn't click with him. He was a professional. He knew what he was doing. He had all the information. But I feel like you just need to click with that person.
Yeah, you do. Which is why a
Yeah.
lot of female trainers who've never had a trainer before, and not a lot of female clients who have never trained before, will typically go with a female trainer. I know it sounds sexist. I know it sounds bad, but it's just the truth because just like women doctors, this is just my opinion. A woman's gonna know another woman's body better than a man will, and they will be able to connect on that level of understanding. And it's just something that it is what it is.
I didn't even think about that. He was recommended by a friend of mine. So, and he was great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
just don't think personality wise we
Correct.
matched. And I think that's important for me personally to encourage me to keep on coming back because I need that.
No, no, it makes complete sense. Totally.
Yeah.
This is why women tend to lean towards women because they can talk and laugh and they can actually break down some of those fear walls and yeah, it's much more tends to be much more natural rapport,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you're a woman who's never had a trainer before. Now, for women who have had trainers in the past and are moving gyms and need a new trainer, they tend to be the ones who will click with the male right away. Just based on my
Mm.
my experience of what I've seen in the gym.
Wait, Montana, I could teach you acupressure? Oh, I could do that to myself? I don't know. Cause you guys ever notice me like always like pushing on this shoulder? This is the shoulder that hurts. So it has been hurting for I think over 10 years now.
Mm,
I had a frozen shoulder, which sent me to physical therapy. Don't I think I got the frozen shoulder from sleeping badly. But yeah, and it's just been an irritant ever since. Yes, Debbie, fix it yourself. Oh wow. Oh, email us. What is it? The commentary zone channel
hmm
at gmail.com, please, because it's acting up again. And it doesn't help that I carry stress in my shoulders either. But that's enough of my horrible medical history. Um, okay, so do you think Will is going to give her a shot at the gym?
here's the thing. He said he's willing to mentor her, which is a good thing. So that means he's willing to give her a chance. I think he's gonna be looking at her attitude because I think that's his biggest issue with her is her attitude.
I don't know. I still remember the last time he was her trainer when she
He fired
flaked
her.
out. Yeah. But her car was full of junk food though. And she gonna look at him with the cookie and say, "This is a victory because I only had 2 bites."
This is a
I remember
victory.
that. The cameraman was so shady. They zoomed in on the floor of her car. Empty fast food containers, soda, things like a whole bunch of crap in there. Like she was living in that car. I was just like, what? But yeah, she has. That's why I think she also needs a nutritionist because I think she
Yes,
has a bad relationship with food.
she does.
Hey,
Mm,
not another housewife. Um, okay, so that was the first Whitney thing. And then she decides to go back to the fertility clinic again to just check and see what's going on down there because she's seriously considering harvesting and freezing her eggs.
hmm
And she's really nervous about this because um, she's hoping that it's not too late.
I mean, she's pushing it though.
Right, but she also doesn't want to like she's going into this again with this defeatist attitude. You know, I don't want to go in there and hear something I don't want to hear. Like, girl, just go in there and just I'm hoping for the best. Like, God. But yeah, she goes to the doctor. They do the little checkout thing. She's got all of her follicles there. It's about the same as it was a few years ago, which I find incredible. But okay, she gets all of the little sonogram pictures, and she comes out and she talks to Heather on the phone.
Mm. I was not feeling that scene at all. Like she's completely selfish.
My
That
issue
was so
with
selfish.
that,
Mm-mm.
but she just automatically assumes that Another pizza box agreement that she made many, many years ago with Heather, who was younger then,
Yes.
is still binding now. She's, what did she say? She could imagine being 37 and pregnant right now. When was the last time that she was pregnant? Like,
Right.
I feel I just thought that that was ridiculous. And you could sense Heather was hesitant at the beginning of that call. And by the end, Whitney had conned her into being her surrogate.
I don't know how she did that though.
Why can't her friends tell her no?
I don't get it because when she said she had like issues with both her pregnancies, I'm like, excuse you, what both? No, no,
Wow.
no, 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 not both. You might get me a one, but both no.
And she's 37 now, which
Mhm.
she's officially at high risk
Correct.
area because she's over 35. Uh, anyway, like, and it's like what I said to you. She's making money off of this show. Why doesn't she put that towards hiring a professional surrogate instead of
Yes.
asking one of her friends who's obviously hesitant and who will be at a high risk pregnancy to I, this just doesn't make any sense to me.
Storyline. You can't tell me no storyline.
And where's she gonna get the drizzle from to fertilize her egg? Like, who's donating that?
Right.
If she asks the Frenchman, how much is that tutorial session gonna cost?
Right.
I don't know.
I just don't understand why she would. You have to know your friend has had these issues in the past. Why would you even think of asking her or trying to hold her to that? And I just did not like the fact that she guilted her into that.
Yeah. Yeah, she really did. There was a I can't even say it was subliminal manipulation.
Mm-mm.
That was just overt, you
Yeah.
know?
No
She
finesse, no
guilted her
nothing.
into doing that.
Yes.
And why her friends put up with it, I just don't know. Well, anyway, I guess they get paid well from the show.
I mean, I think Whitney makes like 10K per episode or something like that.
Oh,
But
okay.
like at 10K per episode, that's like a surrogate's like what 6 episodes. You're fine.
Have you noticed that Tal isn't really vocal this season? What's going on
Yeah.
there? What's happening?
He been need to sit his ass down. Hey, he's just one of those people who I just don't like because like okay, I do talk shit to people, but when I talk
Uh-huh.
shit, they're in earshot and I'm looking at them when I'm talking it. I'm not gonna wait till you leave and talk a lot of shit. I'm gonna say what I gotta say to you, and you just gonna either accept it or not. Either way, I could care less. He wants to wait until after someone's left the room or some BS like no, say what you gotta say what you gotta say right then and there. But like I said, he's one of those men who thinks, in my opinion, they're female adjacent and they can get their ass beat, and that's not the truth. You're still a dude. I'm going to need you to remember that. You're still a dude, and that's why you understand that, which is why you won't say anything to anyone's face. You do it behind their back because you can't take that ass whooping. And
Oof.
yeah, I'm swearing because I do not like things like that. If you're gonna talk shit, talk it man to man.
Maybe that's why this season you like it as opposed to last season. Because last season, Tal was talking a lot of mess, and this season, he's just bringing a cupcake. And
Yeah,
that's
like
it.
do that. Bring a cupcake. Like, sit down. Eat the red velvet. Do that. But don't
Mhm.
talk mess that your hands came back up. I'm just saying. Just saying. And he needs to hold Whitney accountable too. He that's another thing. He's the high man. I'm like, don't do that. Like at least Todd will call her out like, yeah, no. You're not doing that.
Todd's just shady.
Yeah, I could
Todd's
deal I
just
could deal
shady.
with that.
Okay, so is there anything else in the episode that we need to go over?
Mm, I was happy. I was happy for her that she she can produce enough eggs. I was really happy for her for that. Because
Mm-hmm.
she's like, oh, like, wow, she wasn't expecting it. So I'm happy for her in that. I just kind of, she's gonna do it. I just want to see her follow through on something. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I want her to see her go through the whole process if she's gonna do this.
This is a
And one,
big thing for her to follow through on. Don't we want to do like baby steps, like, I don't know, finishing off redecorating the house?
well, the problem with her is this: is she she really can't afford to take baby steps just due to her age. She's 30, what,
Mhm.
37? Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, she's got to either squat or get off the pot.
Okay. Paranormal has a question for you. Is it possible for Whitney to become a professional trainer? How does it work?
Yeah. Pretty much all you really need is to. So for someone like her who doesn't have a degree in kinesiology or physiology or nutrition, so for someone like her, it's possible, but it's going to take a lot more because she doesn't have the science background. If you have a science background, it's a lot easier because you already know how the body works. For someone like her, she's going to need to really focus on studying for her test, pass the test, and then if I were in her position, I would at least take some a biology course, a physiology course, and a nutrition course, just to have the medical knowledge behind you, because it's more important than what you think it is. Because to have a trainer who actually knows how the body works, like, okay, let me see how you walk. Okay, you're I can see by your gait your hips are tight. So we're gonna need to roll those out before we can do anything for you.
The test that she's taking, I don't know the name of it, but like
It's
she's
NASM. It's NASM.
Madison.
Hmm.
So she had the skeleton in her house, and she said, like, I figured like she was doing a lot of biology or something like that.
Okay, so NASM is basically they give you a text like their textbook. Like you study their textbook, and it yes, it's nationally recognized, but it's
Mhm.
not one of like it's not where it used to be in terms of standing. Now, back in the
Oh,
day, NASM used to be one of the hardest tests out there. Now you have ISSA, you have ISSM, BISM. Those are a lot more difficult to pass
so then why is she perpetrating that this is the most difficult test?
because most people watching her show probably don't have a fitness background.
Oh, me. I'm
So
allergic.
when they say, "Oh, this is a nationally recognized certification," it sounds like, "Oh my God, she's doing so much." But to someone like me, like, okay,
See, why didn't you say that? Because I was hook, line, and sinker with her, seeing the skeleton and the textbook and all of this, I thought this was a big deal.
and I think it's. I'm not sure if it's still, but it used to be like open book.
Wait, what? It's open book.
I
You
think it
don't
used to
even go
be.
to a proctor site.
Not anymore. Let me double check.
Thank you, Montana. I- I'm 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 confused. Okay, never mind.
Let's see.
See, this is why I'm glad we have Jamal here, because he's a fountain of knowledge when it comes to this stuff. And I was really falling for this certification that she was getting.
So yeah, you take it online. There's remote proctoring.
But you could still have the book open. How do they?
Conceivably,
Okay, never mind.
yeah, live remote proctor. Let's
Like if they
see.
have your camera on and you're doing the test, like you could have your book open down here below camera level.
Hmm.
Never mind. Good luck, Whitney. I hope you get lots of
Okay, so this is from
practice.
February 5th, 2019 via Reddit. It says NASM CES exam. How hard with it being open book?
Mm-mm.
Let's
Okay.
see. Exam pass rate. Let's
Oh,
see.
Montana says that Teddy Boring Camp is certified too.
So yeah, certification, like certification is basically studying. So if
Mm-hmm.
you're a good test taker and a good studier, you
Mm-hmm.
can pass. But what's gonna come down to is the biology, physiology part and the nutrition part as well, because those are important. Yeah, you can pass a test. Doesn't mean you can really train somebody. That just means we can put you on the floor and you can take someone through a workout. Taking someone through a workout is one thing. Training someone for specific needs is a whole different ball game. That's why you'll have some trainers who specialize more in like strength work. Some specialize in interval training. Some people specialize in training people for triathlons or other sporting events. So there's a lot to go into it.
So for this certification that she's taking, biology and nutrition are not included.
There might be some questions, but it's not an emphasis.
Hey, Heidi.
Hey Heidi, it's a more general overall type of certification, which is not a bad thing. Because you need to start somewhere, you need some basics. But if you're going to really be a trainer who wants to make this their livelihood, you're gonna have to take some more education behind you just to help you out. Because you're kind of going in with nothing behind. You're going in with no foundation, but
So
the certification.
so if she gets the certification
Mm-hmm.
and if Will hires her on as a trainer at his gym, will she then like shadow another trainer
Yes,
like to start?
yes. That's what he said. He's gonna have to mentor her because you can't kind of put someone
Oh,
out
I
there
thought that was mentoring as in
with
like
one.
helping her with questions for the test and stuff
Oh
like
no, most times you'll probably shadow a senior trainer for about 2 weeks to a month
that. And
before
then
they
you
actually
have
will
to
give
bring your own clients.
for his gym. Yes, because it's an independent owned facility.
Oh.
So what happens is he because it doesn't look like it's a membership gym. His facility is like it's a more independent contractor type gym
So pay per session? Is that
where the um the trainer will pay the owner a flat fee per session.
it?
Like say the trainer charges $100 per session, right?
Uh-huh.
They may pay the owner $10 to $15 per session.
Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. Look at all this stuff. And thank you so much, Montana. I'll check the email as soon as we're finished. Okay, so is there anything else in this episode that we need to cover?
No, I mean I hope she kind of goes through, if she's serious. Let me put it that way. I hope she does it and does it well. But my concern is how are you going to be a serious trainer and do no BS active?
Well, why can't she do both?
Because she needs to put out content daily, and my concern with her is that she's not the best at time management.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe with Jessica and what's her name? Ashley, maybe they can help her more. Like she can go in very early, do the BS active recordings, and let Ashley put those out. And then if she gets the certification, like do clients during the day.
Yeah, but she has to. When you're a trainer, you have to stick to a schedule.
Well, that's what Ashley's getting paid for.
Uh, I
Good
mean,
luck, Ashley.
yeah. Good luck on that one.
Okay, so guys, let us know your thoughts about this episode and how you think the season is going so far. Uh, I'm watching tonight. We're going to shift up the schedule next week so that we can actually be up to like in the same week and not a week behind with this show. So stay tuned. Leave your comments below. Please give us a thumbs up if you like the content, if you like the recap or review or whatever this is, the discussion. Subscribe if you haven't already, and tell a friend. Thanks to everybody in the live chat, and hello to everyone in the replay crew. Thanks for joining us today. Tomorrow is my favorite day of the week. Hump day, we will have Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup. So be prepared, wear your prison garb, and join us tomorrow for a little, prisoner romance.
Right.
Any final words, Jamal?
No, I think we're good.
Cool. So until next time.
Of course.
Bye.
Bye.